So you're thinking about moving to Calgary and you keep asking yourself, do I want something walkable or do I embrace the minivan? Let's break it down. In this video, I'm comparing suburban Calgary to downtown-ish or walkable communities. We'll get pros and cons, top communities, lifestyle differences, and who I think should pick what. Let's check it out. And hey, if you want help figuring this out, I do this all day long. Book a free neighborhood game plan call with me. Link is in the description below. We'll chat about where you should be, where you could be, what your budget is allowing for. It's chill. It's helpful. And I promise, no weird pressure tactics or one-size-fits-all solutions. We'll figure it out together. All right, let's start with walkable communities. These are communities that are close to downtown or a little bit of their own little city. You could technically live in these without a car if you're brave. These are the reasons why you'll want these walkable communities. Close to downtown, faster commutes, more time for life. Access to coffee shops, boutique gyms, craft breweries, restaurants. It's great for the social life. There's patios, festivals, people watching too, if you have a patio that overlooks a busier street. Walk to work, walk to play. You might not need a car. It's cold here, so take that with a grain of salt. As good as Calgary Transit is with the C train and the buses and the express routes, there's better access to transit and bike paths if you are in some of these communities or closer to downtown. Some of the top walkable communities in the city, this is just my list. This is what my clients have said they love. These are pieces that really make a lot of sense. Hillhurst and Sunnyside, Bridgeland, University District, Marda Loop, Banff Trail and Capitol Hill. You got to be careful here with this one. Banff Trail is really turning over to be a lot of rentals. A few major streets in the area, but a lot of rentals, a lot of redevelopment in that area because of its proximity to U of C. So there's a lot of students in the area and that rental lifestyle is different than the NIMBYs of suburbia sometimes. University District. This one is by far my favorite. It has everything. It's got a movie theater, it's got bars, it has a coffee shop, it has a grocery store there as well. Certainly up and coming, lots of townhouses being built there, price point based. Can you afford to get in there? Condos, townhouses. They're not cheap because of what they offer, but it's an amazing spot. If I ever leave Brentwood, maybe I'll move there. Marda Loop, certainly a favorite of mine as well. Check out this video on one of the properties that I listed there a couple months ago. There's certainly cons with these areas. One of the big ones is price per square foot or the cost of the home itself. These areas aren't cheap. They have lots of things. They're considered inner city sometimes. They're an amazing spot, but you gotta pay for. You're gonna sacrifice space, maybe a yard, and possibly your sanity if you're not a great parallel parker. Parking's busier in these areas. You might need a permit to park on the street, so you have to deal with the city to get that. Hopefully you have your own space via a garage, underground parking, or a designated stall. Closer to downtown often means older. These homes in these areas, they can be older. Condos, townhouses, those buildings can be older as well. So older buildings bring lots of problems for the condo board. So definitely check out the reserve fund, all that kind of stuff with the building, see how it's managed before buying in one of these older areas. All right, suburban living. This is where you get the yard. This is where you get the oversized double garage and your new fridge with that fancy ice maker and water dispenser. Right into the pros here, bigger homes and yards. This is a home that you can grow into. If it's too big now, adding a couple kids and a dog to the mix, now this is the perfect size home. You don't have to move for years. And you're able to store those 7 bins of Christmas stuff easily. Family friendly in suburbia. There's school zones, there's playgrounds, there's tot lots nearby, there's parks, there's school, there's grass, walking paths to walk the dog. Certainly family friendly on the outskirts in suburbia. Depending where you are in the community, generally there's quieter streets. There's less traffic, there's less noise. Newer construction homes and new modern layouts are a thing in suburbia. They're further out from downtown. They're newer builds. Tuscany is 25 years old. Some of the northern communities are brand new. So you certainly have a lot more options, floor plans in those areas. There's often a better value in price per square foot. You're further from downtown. You're not paying the inner city tax that comes with being 15 minutes from downtown. So your bucks will go a little bit further further if you are in suburbia versus a lot closer to downtown in one of these walkable areas. Highlights of some of my favorite suburban areas. We've got Tuscany, we've got Scenic Acres, Royal Oak. Those are some great northwest options. A little bit cheaper if you push out to Evanston. There's a great shopping complex that's fairly close there too. Schools are an issue in Evanston, but those are some great options in the northwest. Southwest, you've got Mahogany and Silverado. Those are great options. Lots of price options there. Some community pieces, easy to get around with Stony Trail, McLeod Trail being close as well. That's, of course, the Southwest. In the west, you've got Aspen Woods and Springbank Hill, if you're fancy. These are higher on the price point. There is some estate homes in this area. It's fairly expensive there, no doubt, but an amazing area. Cons. There is certainly some negatives of being in suburbia. Commute times can get up there. You're further from downtown. You have to drive further to the C train, which takes you downtown. It's not a 15-minute walk from your West Hillhurst home. You are hitting the C train in Tuscany and you're getting off downtown. If you're not taking transit, the other con, of course, is you are driving everywhere, which is fine. People like their cars. People like to have their own space. People don't like transit. Having your own car is a requirement in these areas. Just know you're driving everywhere if you're living in suburbia. It's really true that it's limited walkability. If you look up any walk scores of some of these communities, the only walking you're doing is around the pond that's in the community. You might have a Starbucks in your local shopping complex or a Tim Hortons. Hopefully you can walk to it. If not, Uber Eats is your friend. Quick cheat sheet time. Who should buy what? You should go walkable if you work downtown or at Foothills or at the U of C. You hate driving, and parallel parking is a sport that you are good at. Certainly you're a downtown type or a small community type person, you should be going walkable. You prefer that vibrant street life over the quiet cul-de-sac 25 minutes from downtown. Easy access to the festivals and the markets, and of course the nightlife. If you like to party, Uber is a lot cheaper if you're 5 minutes from the club versus Tuscany to the club. People that should pick Suburban. Maybe they have a couple kids. Maybe they want a dog that's bigger than 8 pounds and 10 inches high. You're certainly okay driving downtown, driving to the C train to take it downtown. You have that time, you have that flexibility with life, family, kids, spouse, or your job. You have to be cool with that commute for a garage and the peaceful life of suburbia. Or certainly you can go suburban if you have that Costco membership and you're not afraid to use it. Storage aplenty with that oversized double garage, unfinished basement, space under the stairs. So still not sure? That's where I come in. I'm here to help. Let's chat about your lifestyle. Let's chat about your budget. I'll help you build a short list of communities to look at. See if you're suburbia. See if you're okay in one of these downtown type communities. Kensington, Marda Loop. They're really great spots. You gotta have the budget to account for those. I'm here to help. Book a call. Link is down below. Catch you guys on the next one.